Happy Big Friday, everybody. As we all know, this month is Pride Month, and I decided to do a rainbow look. I've done these in the past, but I really like this one. I'll post other pictures of my rainbow looks here. And if you want to see how I got this one, you can go ahead and stay tuned. Keep on watching. Hey guys, so as usual, I'm starting out with primed lids, and I just have my no filter concealer on my lids, and I am using Thrash from the Urban Decay Electric palette in my inner corner to start. Then I use Acid Berry by Sugar Pill to blend into it. It's a bit of a darker, more concentrated lime green, so I use that next. And next I am laying on a bit of Mochi by Sugar Pill right on after the Acid Berry. And at this point I'm just placing color. I'm not quite blending it all together, but I am blending a bit, but just placing color where I'd like it to be. Next, I decide to go in with Gonzo from the Electric palette, and I'm mixing in a little bit of After Party from Sugar Pill with the Gonzo, and I'm blending that into the Mochi. And then I also start adding in on the tail end a little bit of Chaos, and then I go in with 2 AM from Sugar Pill and start blending that together as well. So from the inner corner to the outer corner, I have Thrash, Acid Berry, Mochi, Gonzo, and After Party, tiny bit of Chaos, and then 2 AM. Here you see me adding on a little bit of Poison Plum to the end of the 2 AM. As it gets further towards the end of my brow, what I'm doing is I am speeding up the gradient, if that makes any sense. So it's like green, 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 then it's like blue, and then it goes indigo, blue, purple, kind of like whoosh, if that makes any sense. Now what I'm doing is I'm concentrating the colors a little bit more in the crease area because I am planning on cutting the crease in this look. So what I'm doing is just going in with a little bit of darker green. So I am completely drawing a blank right now. Midori. I am using Midori from Sugar Pill, and I believe I also used one of the darker greens from my Mint Chocolate palette. I will link it down below. And then I went in with a little bit more of the Chaos, also in that same area, and I'm blending that into my crease area just to deepen that area for when I cut the crease. Repeating that on both eyes. This step might not even make a difference, but as we all know or have learned at this point, I rarely know what exactly I'm doing with my eye looks before I start creating them. And like here, I'm just concentrating in some more color So this, I'm using the Poison Plum and darkening those corners a lot more, going down onto the lower lid and not just the upper above the crease area that I was working in before. I'm bringing the purple down onto the lower lid, and I'm just going back and making sure that line is blended. Yep. Just making sure my lines are blended, because like I said before, I was just placing color and I decided to go back and blend. Once I'm semi-happy with what I've got going on, I decide to cut my crease, and I'm using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer as always, and I'm just using a flat liner brush from e.l.f. and I'm just carving out a shape. I have no clue at this point what type of shape I'm going with, but I am just carving out a shape. I was trying to do the blink trick and it was just not working, so I ended up having to just completely wing it. And I'm just trying to perfect that upper line and get it exactly how I want it. So off camera, I went ahead and did the other eye, and I started packing on Butter Cupcake from Sugar Pill into my inner corner. What I'm doing is packing on the color as much as possible, getting it as close to that line as possible without destroying its integrity. And if you guys can hear that, I'm so sorry about the extra noise. I'm gonna have to figure out some type of solution for this. And let me know how you guys feel about this no background, just white wall setup. This is the first video I filmed in the new apartment, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about not having a background up. I think I might try to hang up a background soon. I'm just not sure how it will look with my new filming setup. I will do a video on it when I get one more part to my new setup. And also in this video, you'll notice that my lighting is a little not where it has been, and that's because in the previous set, so to speak, where I used to film, there was a light directly above my head, and now I don't have one. I have ordered a new light as a solution for this, and hopefully it'll fix the issue. We'll find out with the next Makeup Friday video, I guess. So now I'm just putting on Flame Point by Sugar Pill next. Has to be one of my all-time favorite oranges. And then after Flame Point, I'm going to use yet another Sugar Pill eyeshadow, and I'm laying on Love Plus. All these eyeshadows are matte or semi-matte. So when I went to add on my extra shimmer later on in the video, I wouldn't have too much going on, being as this was a very, very colorful look. I don't know if you can tell at this point, my rainbow is actually forming so well. I was getting so excited as I packed on the color. It was really coming to life. Once again, I'm so sorry about the noise if you can hear it. And I'm just going back and blending those two colors together. Making sure that red is very, very vivid. Now I am adding on 2 a.m. again. So what I did was I kind of like connected my rainbow, if that makes any sense. So I did, as we all know, the rainbow is Roy G. Biv, which would be red, orange, yellow, green. I'm sorry, I just had to laugh at my faces. Blue, indigo, violet. So what I did was I started with the green, so the G, and then I did Biv, and then I went in with, I guess, oh man, Roy is the red plus to the yellow, and then I started Biv all over again on the outer corner. So with the exception of green, the lower lid actually has an entire rainbow on it. Because I even end up with the chaos on the outer corner with a little bit of Velocity by Sugar Pill mixed in on my outer corners. I think that last transition looked so cool. I was really, really loving it. And that's why I made weird faces at myself. Okay, I've gone off camera, I'm done my face makeup, and I'm going back in. I believe I'm using my Jordana Cat eyeliner in black to line my lids. And I'm just doing like a thinner wing liner. And this eyeliner is almost out, so like I'm having a little bit of trouble using it. So I believe I switched to my the liner, the black liner I picked up in my shop, Miss A haul, for the second eye and for to fill in the gaps with the Jordana one. Yeah, this is when the struggle is happening. Yep. So yeah, I've gone off camera and I've started doing, had to go searching for that other liner like I was saying, because that liner was done with me. It was so done with me. And once again, this is a new filming setup. I'm so sorry. I kind of leaned too far out of the camera view a couple times, but I'm going to work on it for the next video. Nope, I'm still trying to use it apparently. I know at one point I do switch over to the other liner. So now I'm using my Jordana liner, the dark blue Jordana liner, and I'm using that just to line the upper wing. So I'm just doing like lining my eye just on the outer wing a bit. And then I'm gonna use a lighter blue from the cat eyeliner. And I'm gonna blend that into that darker blue liner I just used, still going along the black liner that I've already put on. And then I'm just gonna go in with the green to blend into the light blue. Now, this is when I start touching up my black liner, I guess. Yep, and I'm just putting in, like I said, and I'm sorry it's covered, but I'm just putting the green right along the front. And I'm only going up until where the yellow begins, because I felt the green and the green liner would not look good over the yellow eyeshadow. So yep, I'm just lining it right to where the starting, so the colored liners start where the yellow is and transitions from green to a dark blue. Then I'm using my Hard Candy glitter liner to stick on some iridescent glitter. It reflects mostly green because I realized I didn't have a green glitter to put on with this, and I felt like there wasn't enough green in this look. So I looked through all my glitters and I found an iridescent one that reflects pink and green, but mostly green. So it came out perfect for this look, and it added that extra touch of green that I felt I was missing. Then I'm just dusting underneath my eyebrows a bit of a color from my mint chocolate palette. I will once again put it down in the description below. And that same color I'm also going to dust into my inner corners. It is similar to the glitter, but it's an iridescent like white shadow that reflects a pink mostly, but a slight bit of green, I believe. Really hope you guys enjoyed this Makeup Friday. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and come back next Friday for another Makeup Friday.